Hello.
Hello, friends. Hello, all my fans watching my Facebook page right now. And good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are. I'm so happy and very thankful that we have a special guest today, live from Canada, Miss Châu Lê. Allow me to introduce a little bit about our guest tonight. We have on the screen is Miss Châu from Canada. Her background is in teaching, and her story is very inspiring. And I admire this lady so much. And can you imagine, without her, one of the very first Vietnamese people who make a decision into the business. Therefore, now we have like a bigger community of Vietnamese people in the digital business. And today, hoping that after you listen to her story, and I'm pretty sure like if she can do it, I'm pretty sure that anybody can do it because her story is amazing and it's very inspiring. And from our talk today, I just hope you can take out a few key that help you make the decision that why this business is amazing for you. So before Ms. Châu, please introduce a little bit about yourself.
Hello. Thank you so much for introducing me. Thank you so much for your kind words. I really appreciate it. My name is Châu Lê. I'm from Alberta, Canada. I've been to Texas, Houston, Texas. I was there in November 11, 2019, just before this thing happened.
Yeah.
Yes. And actually, when I came back home from that trip, I received the news about this kind of disease in China. Yeah. So I'm a teacher. I'm an autism mom. The reason why I would like to do this digital business because I was in a lot of debt. Owing to the treatment for my son's autism recovery journey. As an autism mom, by the time I started the journey to learn about autism treatment, I always thought that autism was incurable. And because I'm a teacher, and I always thought that we would have adaptive methodology to help them adapt to the normal life. But when as a mom, and I witnessed my son struggle in real life, he was throwing tantrum every day, each time 2 hours, many times in a day. He could not function, could not speak as other neurotypical kids. My heart was broken. So I ventured out and I searched autism treatment, and I found a lot of materials. I had to read a lot, and also I had to pay a lot for those treatments. And I was following that trajectory of so many autism moms from the US, from Canada, and I learned that this journey would wreck our bank accounts. And that's why we were going bankrupt. I had to go to the bank 3 times, begging the bank clerks, please raise my debt level. But they always said, no. You either pay off your debt or you go bankrupt. So it was the lowest point in my life because I was born being poor, just like any Vietnamese people out there. I was poor, and I've been always very thrifty, very careful about my money. And I was a teacher, and I'm a teacher here as well. I'm always careful about my money. I would never let myself be in debt. But being rejected, being financial distress, it was something quite new. On top of my son's being severely autistic, so I had to go and look for something so that I can be debt free. Yeah.
Amazing. From hearing your story, Ms. Châu, Sis Châu, I can relate because I have a couple of friends. They have like a child in their family who have autism, and it must have been tough for you. And when I hear your story, it's really touching, and because like how hard for you and your husband in your family who have a child who have autism, and you say it's very hard. You have to be patient. At the same time, you have to work on your full-time job. You have to take care of your kid. You have to take care of your husband, and kind of like running the whole family. It must be tough for you. And I have to say, you are a strong and an amazing woman, like very strong-minded. And what's more interesting is that I see you are successful in our digital business now, and that's why I have to bring you on the line, because when I hear your story, I feel like, imagine who have the worst situation than you, because everybody have a different life, but your life, your story was different. It's tougher compared to anybody else out there, but you were able to start and run a digital business. So let me hear how that journey begins. Like, how did you find about this community, and what made you decide that this is something that you want to invest yourself in it, and you can build it in the long run, Sis Châu?
Yeah, thank you so much. I'd like to be humble and thank God. Praise to the Lord, all glory to God. I was reading the Bible, was going to church. I was listening to a lot of scripture, and then I told myself that God only challenges those who He believes can overcome. So because of those words, it gives me strength. Whatever happens in life, those are the lessons for us, for all of us to grow. And it is only, we have a saying, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Adversity is in the eye of the beholder. If we think that it's adverse, it's because the way we see it. So I think that if you think that it's small, it is small. And for me to start this business, it was very tough. I didn't have any result for 17 months.
17 months?
Yes.
Wow.
And when I started, very few friends or any people supported me online. When I posted about the digital business online, I told people about you can leverage via Facebook, social media to generate income. I posted, none of my friends liked it. I did a go live, nobody watched it.
I can relate.
Except for one lady from my church. She liked me. She liked my post. Just one. So I cling to that, because I know that is the God sign, that as if against on us. A lot of people, they ignore it, but I show you a sign from God that you make it work. And I was praying to God, and I just followed. And one more thing, when I read another testimonial of people from here, a lot of people from Vietnam, from the Philippines, they are God-fearing, they're Christian, they're Catholic, they're God's children, and they're so successful. Yeah. So I'm telling God every day, if they're successful, I still have the chance. Right. Because, you from Vietnam, it takes you a long time to be able to fly to the US. The same for me. I had a dream of coming to the US, Canada when I was 10. And you know what? I only came here when I was 32. So if I had to wait for 17 months, it's still shorter than my 22 years of waiting to land in a dreamland. So it's okay.
Amazing. I think, like, for most of us, we already found the businesses through like somebody, not like somebody introduced to us, but it's more like an ad, right, Sis Châu? And we always saw something that people just try to bring out the message and expose to us. And sometimes there are many people out there and they just let it pass by. Some just curious, but some, like, for those people like who really look for something like in their life that they want to change, or something they've been praying, for the Lord to give them another chance. and then that is when the moment that they decide to take a really like deeper into look of the business. But let me ask you this, Sis Châu, from your experience, you've been in the business for 3 years and you are successful now. And can you give us, like, some people will be curious, like, what is this digital business that most people talk about? What is it? Can you give us like a short idea for whoever want to kind of like look into this? What is this about? What is this digital business about? What are we offering now?
Yeah, so I would like to say that this business is about helping you to create a digital business online, which means they will provide you another tools like the webinar, email marketing campaign, the landing page, or the web page, and the training sites. Because if you do something new, you need to follow the training. You cannot start from nowhere. And we have weekly mastermind, and we have the small group Zoom, one-on-one Zoom for anybody who wants to leverage social media like Facebook or YouTube or LinkedIn. And the potential is huge. And I think I received a lot of this kind of question, and they skeptical. Is it real? Is it scam? Is it something like that? And I have to tell you that we receive tax leave. This business is real. But like I'm reading a book, it's called Atomic Habits. The reason why we will leave the way we do every day, because we don't make the change in our habits, in our thoughts. I also we're reading another book too. This is another book. Feeling is the secret. So the reason why we think that we scammed, we don't see success, is because the way we feel, the way we think, and it's in our habits. This business is real. Mastermind is real. Training sites is real. The tax leave is real. The only variable is you. Are you willing to change your feeling, your thinking, and your habits of doing things? So you need to have this book too. It's a miracle morning. You have to change your routine in order that you can see success of the guru, of the entrepreneur. So never question if this is a scam. Only question yourself: are you ready for a change? To make a change for your family, so that you will not complain about your life. Are you the kind of person who will jump in, follow the path, and be coachable and never complain if there are any challenges or struggles? Just like me, I had 17 months without results, and my business was going well. But then I didn't have any result for another 17 months. But I still read books and learn, and then I have results again. So I understand, because my son, I spent tens of thousands of dollars on him. And the next morning, I just expect him, please tell me you're happy. No, he never told me, never tell me, Mom, I'm so happy. The next morning, I gave him the pills. I gave him the treatment. Even though I have to pay for the flight, I have to pay for the doctor to help him. He never tell me right away. Nothing happened. And if today he tell me I'm happy, tomorrow it disappears. It goes up and down. And if in business, if there are any ups and downs, your vibration have to be stable, and you have to believe that it will be getting better.
I have to agree with you, Sis Châu, because I'm in business for myself too. And even at my job, my background is in banking and finance, and I know even if my job, there are challenging time, and the business is challenging too. And like you mentioned, like it's a business, of course we're facing, challenging, but how you overcome it is how your attitude and how you're thinking and your thought. And I feel like in life too, I mean, like, isn't life is already hard for us? It's already challenging, but that makes it fun, because imagine, like, every day you wake up and everything is so easy for us. What's fun about that, right? But in the reward is so much, right? I mean, think about it. Like, what have more challenge will bring a higher result, higher reward. But if you do something that is not so challenging, then it wouldn't be bringing that such a big reward, right? And another question is like, man, I feel like a lot of people, I mean, skeptical is normal. I was skeptical too. I mean, because we always scared that we don't want to be like somebody who just like be somebody literally like we got scammed because of like we don't know what's going on. But in this world of internet now, everything is online and you can pretty much do your own due diligence research and you can find out whether this is a legit or not, right? And but most other people, their concern is that what is in it for me? What benefit can I get out from this business? And can I do it? So can you share from some of your experience in the past, how many people got into the business with you and became your business partner? What would you say that what will this business bring for them, and what type of people can do this business? Because most of people like me, when I look at the ad, when I found out about this model, I will ask two questions in my mind. What is in it for me? What can I get out from this? And number two is, can I do it? So from your perspective, how do you say about this? What's in it for them, and
yeah, sure.
can they do it?
It's the WIFM question. What's in it for me?
Yeah, everybody can, right? They want to know.
I learned this from Lavesque. Ryan Lavesque. He's the author of Ask Method. It's another guru in digital entrepreneurship.
Right.
What is in it for you? If you are in a financial distress situation like I was, been a lot of debts, or you want to be debt free, you want to work from home, you scared of the winter. You know, today is minus 26, and
cool.
it snow a lot in Canada. Yeah. And when it snows, it's foggy, it's zero visibility. Yeah. I was driving in that condition. I was so scared. You wouldn't be able to see anything. And it's morning. It's not nighttime. And you wouldn't be able to see anything.
Right.
And the roads are slippery. I think everybody in Canada is scared of winter because it's northern hemisphere winter. Yeah, it's not Vietnamese winter. So if you're scared and you want to stay home and you don't want just to live and pay the bills, you want to enjoy life, you know, like when I was broke, I couldn't afford to have desserts after having a meal. I couldn't even go to a restaurant, right?
Right.
That is for you.
Yep.
If you want to write your own check, you don't want other people to dictate, oh, this is your cap. And you only worth $15 an hour. What? $15 an hour? No. If you want to say I'm worth more, then you don't do the same thing every day. You have to read the books of digital entrepreneur. You have to follow successful people, see what they do. Do you need to be intelligent to have a master degree? No, you don't need to. If you're patient, you're coachable, yes, you can. But you don't need to have a banking degree like a master degree like mine.
Yeah.
No, I've seen so many people, they've been so successful. They truck driver, they just dishwasher, and they're immigrant. You don't need to speak perfect English either. So if you are interested, this is for you. And Lộc, you just said something earlier, but now okay.
Yeah, it's, man, amazing, because from what you say, I think like people ask what is it for me, like you say, if you work all your life, right, and you get no result, you get nothing, right? No money, no time, even the health is not good, right? Or you work all your life, but you don't get the result you wanted, right? And then maybe this is just another chance for you, right? Like I heard, like you mentioned, like the community, they have different people and they always share their, they say that they've been praying to God, right, for another chance, for an opportunity, and they came across this digital business model, and it has changed their life. I have seen that in our community. There's so many people, their story, how they changed their life and they able to quit their full-time job and able to have a very fulfilled life through this business. And also, like, people always ask, like, can I do it? Like you say, if think about like how Sis Châu is her condition. She have a child with autism, right? The time that she spend with her child is like literally this person. If anybody say, oh, I don't have any time for this business, right, Châu? Think about your situation, because imagine that you have a job, you have to take care of your child, and you have to take care of your family, right? But how do you find all this time to able to do this business? That's what amazing about this business. And can you share to the people who listening and watching our live, is that how do you find the time to do this business?
Oh wow, if you have the time, like for me, I'm just a regular human being and I follow the trend. I'm young, I have Facebook,
Yeah.
and when I surf Facebook, I saw lots of my peers, friends, colleagues. Oh, great photos. Oh, traveling. Oh, and they share. Oh, see how my daughter, my son, they're doing so well, and they can draw, they can read. By that time, I was very pessimistic. I had very low self-esteem. Just surfing the internet and seeing how people enjoy life and they have wonderful natural,
Right.
like natural developing kids. I had all of those time feeling painful about my own child.
Right.
If I had those time, I should be able to have the time to learn about Facebook, YouTube, digital marketing platforms. I should have the time and all of the energy out there to focus on the reading the articles, following the training site. I should have the time. I just switch the energy from being a victim to being a warrior.
Right.
Yeah, just switch, make a tweak, and then you can find the time.
That's so powerful when you say that, like, being from a victim and then you switch it, like it's all about in your head, and you
Yeah.
switch from like a victim mentality into like a warrior mentality, right? More like,
Yes.
you take control of your own life, not letting like life taking control of you. That's so amazing, sis. I love your sharing. I think, like, we talk so much about the business and how your story. I hope that the people who hear it, they can relate, because sometimes I know there's many people out there, they looking for something, and I'm very confident that this is something for them, and I just want to spread it out to more people. They deserve to know about this opportunity, this business model, because at the end of the day, if you find out if it's not right for you, it's not a good fit for you, then move on, right? You can do something
Yeah.
else. You don't have anything to lose, right, sis? Because what do you got to lose in this, right? When checking out the business. And
Yeah. Maybe you learn something. Yeah.
yeah, and then I see that you sharing some of the book that you read, because I think reading is just so powerful. It's get
Mhm.
us in a stage of like we gain more knowledge. Nowadays, people rarely read, but if you get into an environment where you see other people and they thrive to have a better life, they start reading, they start training, they start like improving on their system, and they're getting better and they're getting result. You get inspired from them and you want to thrive like them, right? So I
That's
guess, like,
right. Yeah. You have nothing to lose. At least
yeah,
you read books and you will get improved, and
yeah,
you feel very confident.
yep. And then you get to be in an environment where it's help you kind of like bring yourself up. I never seen like any place else that you get in and you get keep pushed down. Life have been already hard on us, they push us down, right? But in this lifting environment, lifting community, we always lift each other up to make better result. And like today, I know you're very busy, but I'm so grateful that you spend some time with me, and just to share your story, because I got inspired from your story, and I hope that people watching get inspired from your story too, because I feel like um, everybody have a chance, right? It's a matter of how they can make the decision to change or not. At the end of the day, if you don't change, be the same. 5 years, 10 years, you the same. Nothing happened, right, sis?
Yes,
And
that's
yeah,
right.
and let me ask you this before we go. Can you give us some last thought, like for people who watching? Maybe you can share something with them and help them make a decision that they can check out our website and they can learn more about our business.
Yes, if you have any question, you can message me on Mr. Lộc here. He's a guru in finances. I've been learning about stock and financial management, and I always regret I didn't learn it before. But like his finance, he should know very well what the interest rate of this business compared to other kinds of investment in stock or mutual fund or even real estate. And this one, if we pay focus, the rewards is huge, right? We have seen so many results from other people, and we know that. And if you want, you need to make micro commitment. What does it mean? One step at a time. Do not bombard yourself with so many questions. You need to get started, do your homework by registering in Mr. Locke's website and start watching that webinar. This is life-changing. Listening to the end to the testimonial of real people making real results and decide for yourself whether you want to move forward. Because if you want to do business, you need a system that works, and you cannot do manually like before. We have an automated system that helps me to run when I go to sleep, when I have fun time with my friends, families, that can generate sale when I'm asleep as well. And just wake up, literally wake up, and you see in the sale report, you have this kind of income overnight. You need that kind of system, not just bugging your friends and family, messaging each and every people you know in your contact list to do business with you. That is old school.
Yeah, so amazing. Yep, I have to agree. I mean, like you won't know until you try, right? Because like you can hear many things outside, you can hear many stories as you can. Maybe you can listen to Sis Chow's story, right? You can get so inspired, but if you take no action, it's just useless, right? But if you decide today and go further, check out the website and register and watch the webinar and learn more about the business, I can guarantee you that you will love it like I do, because I was looking for an answer and I found it, and I hope you do find it too. Well, thank you so much for your time, Sis Chow. I
You're
really
most
appreciate it.
welcome.
You come online with us today and share your story. Imagine, look at Sis Chow right now. She's enjoying her life, and she's able to have more time with her kid and her family, and life has been great for her. And I have seen her result. That's why I hope that the result of her, somebody like Sis Chow right here, her story, and if you have the similar story like her, I'm pretty sure that you just take on the opportunity, it might change your life too. But thank you so
Thank
much, Sis
you.
Chow.
Thank you so much. God bless
Yeah.
everyone. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year 2022.
Yes. Merry Christmas, and I'll see you around with another business talk. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye. Okay.